All right, welcome to the Lockdown Lowdown. I'm Dev Sahni, and today I'm joined by another new signing for Queensberry Promotions. He's trained by Haroon Hedley. He's managed by Tunde Ajayi. His name is Amin Jahanzeb. Amin, how you doing?
I'm doing good, thank you.
Yeah.
Very good.
Did I pronounce your name correctly?
Perfect.
Good. Have you had people pronounce it like in silly ways before?
In amateur boxing, yes.
Yeah, go
in
on.
professional
What have you had?
boxing,
What's like the weirdest one?
someone's called me Jahiz, Mahmood. I don't know where that's come from. It doesn't even have anything to do with Mohammed. So I don't know. You've pronounced it bang on, so can't complain there.
Good. Look, this happens sometimes. Sometimes you just get. Do you know what? We're just going to call you Aaron. So you might get something like that. But no such problem here. So I'm glad glad I pronounced it right. So welcome to the team. You're managed, I believe, by Tunde Ajayi and trained by Haroon Hedley of the Heavy Hitters Gym.
Tunde, I've been watching Tunde for a few years now, seeing how he works, seeing how he does things. And I believe, obviously, with Anthony Yarde having 12 amateur fights, so and so, I've had 19 myself. So if he can get a certain man to that level from a low amateur background like my own as well, and speaking to him, seeing how he is, and me, Tunde and Haroon spoke together, seeing how we could work things out, seeing the future if we're all on the same page. And yeah, everything sounded as I wanted it to sound, and what I wanted to hear, I heard. Of course, I had a few other people approach me. I can't say no names, but that didn't sound the way I wanted it to. So I spoke to Tunde. He's on the same page, and Haroon's on the same page as us all. So we've decided to announce that and go from there.
Yeah, so you're 7-0 now as a professional, and you said it yourself. You've had kind of limited amateur fights as well. So what sort of boxer are you, and how ready are you to kind of be chucked into bigger fights?
Listen, I stay ready all year round. I can't have more than one day off of boxing in a whole week. Put it that way, and I only take that day off because my trainer shouts at me and tells me to take it off. It's like when I take a day off, I feel restless and I feel bored and I feel miserable. I stay ready all year round and I'm ready to go whenever. Literally, I live boxing. I've been living it since I was 13 or 14 years old. So when it comes to taking hard spars last second, taking hard fights, I'm down and ready. I've been wanting a step up in competition since my second or third pro fight. So here we are now.
So what sort of fighter are you? And you say you've been wanting that step up. Does that suggest that other fighters are perhaps not ready to give you that step up?
Sometimes it just depends on if a certain opponent's available. Obviously, coming off of small hall shows, you can't always get the fights that you want, and sometimes you need a manager who's on the same page as you to see what you're capable of and really believe in you, like Tunde does, like Haroon Hedley does. So what type of fighter I am is, you want to watch me again. You watch me once, you want to watch me again. My following's growing everywhere. People from America, all over the world are following me and wanting to come train with us and asking me for tips, so and so. And ever since the people who watched me from my pro debut, they're watching me all the way till now. So some people say I'm a flashy fighter. I say I can do a lot of different things. I can adapt. I can box on the front foot, back foot, one foot if you want me to. Listen, you just have to watch me and see.
It sounds like you're a bit of a pick and mix.
Yeah, everything. I take a lot of things from the old school fighters, which I grew up on watching, and I mix it all in one pot, and here you got me.
Wow, okay. So what old school fighters are we talking about? What fighters' assets and attributes combine to make the pot that is Amin Jahanzeb? Well,
from a kid, obviously, you grow up on Mike Tyson, grow up on Muhammad Ali. Now, I like Muhammad Ali's footwork. I'm a boxer, I'm a smooth mover. I can fight when I need to fight. So I watch guys like Muhammad Ali, Roy Jones, James Toney, Bernard Hopkins, all them old school type guys, and I take little bits and I mix them, and if it makes sense for me to do and I can learn something from it, then I put it into my game.
You've got to 7-0 fighting on small hall shows. Why is now the right time to move over to a big promoter for you?
Well, I'm a firm believer in you don't wait around for good things to happen, you make them happen. So I've just been not looking at anything except my next fight. Every time I've been training, I've been looking at the opponent ahead of me and training to obviously be the best I can be. And obviously, if someone spots you or there's opportunities to work, I've had offers in Sky Sports as well, which I can't say. But it's like that wasn't right for me. So when I spoke to Tunde and I spoke to my trainer, Haroon Hedley, he's been getting me some really good work all across the country, sparring good fighters. And obviously, I've been feeling I've ready for a step up ever since I turned professional. So whenever the chance comes, I'm ready now. Listen, it's been lockdown now, and I'm fitter and stronger and faster than I've ever been, and it's in hard times right now. So if I'm like this now, imagine when I get back to full-time training in the gyms and sparring. I've been doing everything I normally do, everything except obviously a bit of sparring. I've been doing my runs, everything which I normally do everyday life, I'm doing at home. There's no excuse about it, because now it shows the time who's really been training, who's been slacking, who talks the talk, but who walks the walk. And obviously, I'll show that.
Why are you boxing? Why have you chosen this as your career path?
Boxing's the thing I do best. I love to fight. If I'm not doing boxing, I'm miserable. Mm-hmm. I can't do anything else. I've been put in this position now, and all I can do is fight. Since a kid, growing up in a rough and tough area, my dad learned me and my little brother how to spar, how to fight. So I've been sparring kids off the street with gloves on in the front room, doing 10, 12 rounds, I'm getting tired. So, and listen, I've been watching boxing all my life. So when I decided to go to the gym, that's what stuck with me. And obviously, when you go through hard times, you can stick it out till the end. And some people fall off, some people continue. Whereas I can't take a backward step. I've got a lot of weight on my shoulders. I've got a lot of responsibility, and this is it now. I have to build it from here, and I have to keep going.
You say you've got a lot of weight on your shoulders, a lot of responsibility. What does that mean?
Ever since I've been, 5 or 6 years old, I've known more than I should for my age. So, and I didn't have my dad around much, which is around now, which is a long story I'll get to maybe later. But I've had to man up quick and take care of my family since being a young kid. And this is riding on me now. I'm the oldest. I've got a brother and sister, and I look after my mom, look after my dad too. So it's all good. We're a tight family, and we all put work in.
It's a lot of pressure on young shoulders. You're 23 years old. Is that right, Amin?
Yeah, I've been working since I was 16. As soon as I left school, I never went to college. I never went to university. I've just been boxing. Everyone were telling me, don't throw your eggs in one basket. Don't do this, don't do that. But obviously, I believe in myself, and I don't want to settle for average or be average or stay struggling. So this is what I've got to do, and I'm the best at this.
Well, here you are today. You've just signed for a major promoter in world boxing. It must be quite a proud day for yourself and your family.
Yeah, listen, I'm very grateful. Of course, thanks to God, he makes everything happen. And my trainer, Haroon Hedley, he pulled a lot of strings for me. He's helped me out a lot. Manager Tunde Ajayi at Stamina for Sale, and my family, of course, for backing me all the way.
You're a featherweight. Is that somewhere you see yourself staying for the long-term future? Like, how easily do you make the weight?
I can weigh in today and fight at featherweight.
Right.
I walk around on my fight weight. I could even do super bantamweight, but we're just gonna go with what I'm best at, and I can do super bantam, feather, super feather. We see. Most likely featherweight, yeah. But I'm not fussed, to be honest, because I do all the weight easy, and I'm very I'm in shape all the time, so I'm very light. I'm not really looking at anybody. I'm one of them guys who I don't really watch other people. I just watch my own business, and when time comes for me to fight somebody good, then we'll get it on. I don't do name calling because, listen, I've got to build my way into that position first. I can't sit on the sideline and mention people's names. I don't really watch anybody, to be honest. I just watch my own business, and when the time comes for me to fight somebody good, then let's go.
You'll be there. You'll be ready to go. one thing before I let you go, when the sort of graphics and posters have gone out, you know, welcome Amin Jahanzeb to the team, you've got this brilliant hair. You know, it's flowing, it's spiky, it's great. It's the hair of dreams. But I'm looking at you now on this call, Amin, and it's all gone. What happened?
I had to try something different. It'll be back though. It'll be back. Now people are taking me more serious as a boxer. Like if I go places, when I had my hair before, they're like, "Oh, you're not a boxer. You're not this." But now when I'm going, they're kind of looking at me and thinking, "All right, he looks a bit rougher than he was before." So obviously I'm clean cut. You can tell I don't get punched much. So and then I let it grow back, and then they can overlook me again.
Yeah.
And then I have to play them.
There's a bit of a fade going on there. You've done something. You haven't just gone straight off.
No,
There's little something going on there.
I took it off fully first to get some fresh air to my head, and then just the other day I faded it. So can you see?
Yeah, I see it.
So I've left the top and I'm letting it grow now from the side. So I like getting a nice medium fade, but of course the barbershops are closed.
Of course.
So when they reopen, I'll get back onto it and I'll let my hair grow back out.
Enjoy it, enjoy it. Look, Amin, it's been a pleasure talking to you, and I'm really excited about seeing how far you can go, and the stuff about, you know, providing for your family and having all that pressure since you were 5 years old. It's going to be really interesting to see how that all develops, mate.
Of course, we can't talk too much at this stage. When I build into better fights, when I get more of the spotlight, then I can let my story shine. But for now, we just keep going as we are, and we'll be good.
All right. Well, thanks for talking to us, and we're looking forward to seeing you in action. Cheers, Amin.
Thank you very much.